Yeah, hello and welcome. But why exactly is the business model canvas an important tool in business planning and business development? Now, I've heard this question quite a number of times, and my answer has been similar. The business model canvas is a critical and important tool that you use in testing whether or not you have a business. There's a training course that we did in our program, and we had four stages. You have four stages of business creation. The moment you get out of the ideation phase, I usually advise my students and the entrepreneurs I work with that the first thing that you should do is to have a business model canvas. Design your business model. The business model canvas is basically the first step, the first test to see whether or not you have a business. That is the purpose of the business model canvas. Is your business idea viable? Because it deals with some very fundamental and critical things about a typical business. You understand? For example, it talks about the revenue stream, it talks about the customers. So if you can think about those things, those critical elements of a business model canvas, and you answer all of them properly and answer them rightly and answer them convincingly, then you know you have a business. So that is why it is that important. So before you do anything, before you invest money into any business, before you even decide to invest an ounce of effort into your business endeavor, you must ensure that you have tested it, you have taken it through the business model canvas test to be sure that you actually have a real working business model. So what we're going to do in this video is that we're going to look at the different elements of the business model canvas, and you're going to use, as you're listening to me, you're going to look at your business, what you are running, either your business that you're running or the business idea that you have. You see if you've thought through all the different elements of the business model canvas. If you have not thought, if there's any gap in your understanding of your business, then you know that you have to revisit your business model again and reanalyze it again using the tool. You have 9 elements in business model canvas. Yeah. We have your customer segment, value proposition. We have your customer relationship and channels. We have key resources. We have key activities. We have key partnerships. We're now talking about the cost structure, and then we have the revenue streams. So now, those are the different elements of the business model canvas. And if you, as a business person, if you're planning on embarking on the business and entrepreneurial journey, if you've been able to take your business idea through the prism of all those elements, then you know you have a working business model. We're going to go into the different aspects of the business model canvas. We're going to talk about it in detail. So let us start looking at different elements of the business model canvas, one after the other. I'm going to start from the customer segment. What is the customer segment? This is one of the most important. This is actually where you start from. And I even forgot to mention the fact that when you are filling your business model canvas, there is a kind of pattern. There's what comes first and second and third and fourth, and it is done on purpose. You get it? So it is advisable for you to follow it. So I'm going to do that chronologically. I'm going to follow it. I'm going to follow a pattern. And when you are filling your business model canvas, then you should follow that pattern that I'm going to use in this video. So the first thing that you should think of is your customer segment. That is, who are you selling to? That is the most important thing. Vusi Tembekwa said something. He said, look, you don't need, as an entrepreneur, you don't need money to start a business. What you need is a customer. And I have seen that very, very true. Now, I started out, I've started a couple of businesses, and I realized that I actually don't need money to start a business. You need customers. If you can get 1 or 2 good customers that they can sustain your business at the early stages. However, you need money to expand your business. You get the expansion of your business, carrying your business, and starting your business are 2 kettles of fish altogether. You understand? You don't need money to start a business. You need customers to start a business. If you have a product and you have somebody who has the money and is willing to buy your product, that has a lot of advantages for your business. You get it? For starters, it has verified your business idea that your business is a viable business. The moment you have one person part with their money that is not doing it for sentimental reasons but doing it for pure business reasons, you get it. part with their money in exchange for your product and service, then you know you have customers out there who can pay. How many are they? To what extent are how are they distributed all over the world? What do you that's another kettle of fish altogether. That is what the customer segment helps you to determine. So the first thing that you fill in your business model canvas is your customer segment, to determine whether or not you have a market. You have people who are willing and able to. So that is the first thing to do, the customer segment. And the next thing is the value proposition. Talked about who you want to serve, because every business must start from the customer. And the next thing is, okay, what am I giving to them? What's your value proposition? Why should they leave whatever? Because everybody should understand that they have a way of meeting their need currently. But you are coming into the market, you expect them to leave whatever they are doing. So you must be offering something that is better than what you are doing. Let me give you an example. For example, we had a way of communicating with our loved ones over long distances. I remember when my mother was abroad, then we go to a particular shop, we go and sit down and we wait for her, like the second coming of Jesus Christ, for her to call. And when she calls and everything, then she'll talk to this person, talk to that person, talk to the person. But then came the GSM revolution. You understand? Obviously, that was a better option than what we were having before. So the value proposition of the stuff is to help bridge the communication gap between people over distances, over long distances and everything. And it's a very good idea. Everybody latched onto their technology, and I'm even using one of them to make this video right now. You get it? So your value proposition, you must define what exactly are you willing. Now you've known who your customers are. You get it? Now you've known about their needs, know who the customers are. So how do you intend to solve the problem? But your product, your offering must be better than what is existing. You get it? You must have a unique selling point. What is your unique selling point for your business? What is your unique selling point for your business? That is the question to answer. That is what the value proposition forces you to think about. You understand what I'm trying to say? So if you have a product that is just generic, like every other person, then you must have plenty of money to be able to push it, because people won't be able to distinguish between your service and any other person in the market. But if you have a product, if you sat down and you've thought your value proposition through, and you've come up with a unique approach to solving that problem that you have identified at the first stage, you understand, and that your unique solution is better than what exists, then you know you have a business. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you start with the customer. Who are they? What are their needs? And how many are they? And then you now come to the next thing. What value? How do I solve those needs that I have identified at the store? Simple. Then after you've answered the question of your value proposition, what are you offering to the customer? The next thing is, how do you get your products and services? Because until your idea is converted to products and services for your customer, you don't have a business. That is like the foundation of the business. Whatever you have, okay, I want to solve the problem of hunger in the world. That your desire must be converted to products and services to a group of customers for you to be able to know you have a business. You understand? You can have an NGO, there's no problem, but a business, you must be able to convert your products and services, your ideas into products and services, and serve it to people. You get it, who are capable of paying for it. Now the third question that you have to ask is, how do you get it across to them? What is the customer channel? You get it. What is the customer channel? What is the channel that you're going to use to convey your products and services to these your customers? That is the next question to ask, and it is very, very important, because they are different. The way you answer this question is going to determine whether or not your customers, first of all, are going to see you, or whether or not they are going to stay with you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that there are different ways, there are different approaches that you and with the advent of technology, right now the options are now more. Right now you can stay in Nigeria and service customers with physical commodities all over the world. You get it, because of advances that we've made in e-commerce, in technology, and also in transportation. That is the wonderful time that you are in, where you have to define how do you get your products across to your products or services across to your customers. That is very, very critical, and that is very, very important. That is the third question that you have to answer in your business model canvas. Then the next question is the customer relationship. How do you intend to maintain relationship? I was having a discussion with somebody. I said, what is business all about? I said, look, if you want to look at it from a particular perspective, business is about maintaining relationships. You get it? having relationship and maintaining relationship because you are servicing people. And we know people don't buy. It is an established marketing principle. And people don't buy from their logic. They buy based on sentiment. People will mostly buy from their friends or people that they perceive to be their friends or brands that they can trust. You get it? So there must be some form of relationship between you and your potential customers. And that is what this particular aspect, this element of the business model canvas is all about. You get it? What is the customer relationship? What is the type of customer relationship that you have with your customer? There are different ways to answer this. Is it going to be automated? Self-service? Is your product available like on an e-commerce platform? And then they will come, look at your product, and then purchase it without you interfacing with them. That's a way of going about it. Now, is it going to be a personal service? Are you going to be involved in the process, in the customer, in the journey of the customer? There's also dedicated personalized services. These are services that are usually for the higher end, for higher end products and services. These are offerings. These are customer relationships where you will actually be the one driving it. The customer will just be like a passenger. You get it, and you will be the one driving him through the different processes. As a rule of thumb, the higher the value of the cost of your product, the price tag on your product, you get it, the higher the tendency for you to be involved in the customer journey. You get what I'm trying to say? But usually for small ticket products, usually the automated systems or self-service systems are usually better for you to use to service your customers. You get it? Because you are a business, you have to look at the cost implication. Because whatever customer method of customer relationship that you adopt, you get it, it's going to have cost implication. So you must ensure that, okay, in as much as it is good for you to be involved in the journey of your customer, you must also look at the cost implications of this and ensure that, okay, it does not cost so much. That is the fourth element of the business model canvas that you have to think about before you decide to proceed with your business. Now, the next is at the center, the middle point is the revenue streams. This is it. You understand? Because for you to even be in business at all, you must have a way of making money. You understand? And that has to be defined. You get what I'm trying to say? What are your revenue streams? For example, in my business, we offer business consulting and advisory services to small and medium scale businesses. That is what we offer. What are our products and services? We have trainings, we have tutorials, we have products, we have tools that we have online. Just like this business model canvas is one of the tools that we have. You understand? Now, but what is our revenue stream? How do we intend to make money? You get what I'm trying to say? Some of the ways that we intend to make money, okay, selling our products, trainings, consultancy services. Those are, you get what I'm trying to say? So you have to define how you intend to make money. You understand? How is money going to come into your business? It is very, very critical. Of course, I cannot overstate the importance of this. You understand? You have to understand how money is going to enter into the business. With that, you are able to sort that out, and then you know you are literally halfway there. So after you've determined how you intend to make money, and define it, it has to be something that is well defined. You get it? Is it going to be through subscription, selling of your products and services? Is it going to be through licensing? Whichever way you intend to do, whatever method you intend to pursue, you have to define it. Now, the sixth element of your business that you have to define is your key resources. What are the materials, what are the items that you need for you to be able to run your business? And now you have to break it down to the smallest, to the most basic, most fundamental things. Now, if I'm a restaurant, for example, you understand, a billboard is not what I need. It's not a key resource. You get it? A pot, a stove might be a key resource. You understand? If I'm producing my food myself, I'm producing and selling it to customers, then my pot, my stove are key resources. You get it? A billboard is important for me, but it's not a key resource. So you have to determine what are the things that I need for me to be able to run my business effectively. Without those items, I cannot run my business. You have to define your key resources. What are they? You get it? And they might be physical, they might be non-physical. They might be human, they might be non-human. They might be physical in terms of pots, stoves, pans, buildings. You get it? It might be physical like that. Ovens. They might also be non-physical as per intellectual property, the ideas, knowledge that you've had. For example, we have some proprietary trainings that we have already created that does not exist anywhere. Those are key resources because those are the things that we intend to use to service the needs of our customers. You get what I'm trying to say? So those are key resources. That is the sixth thing that you have to consider. You get it before you start your business. And then the next thing is the key activities. What are the important activities that you need? Your key activities are so important that you cannot overstate their relevance to your business. If I have a bakery, for example, you get it, or I have a restaurant, my key activities will be the cooking, maybe customer service. You understand? Those are key activities. After you looked at the things that you need, the materials that you need, what are the key activities that you need to ensure that your business runs perfectly? And all these things, they are important because they are going to act as a foundation for the subsequent stages of your business creation process. You get what I'm trying to say? So you have to ensure that you know what exactly are the key activities for your business. Then after you define your key activities, we are going towards the end of this talk. I have two more. The next is your key partner. What is a partner, a key partner in this context in business model canvas? You get it? A partner is a business or an entity that exists outside of your business, but that is necessary and critical for the existence for your business to be able to run. For example, if I'm a 9 to 5 worker who sells clothes on Jumia, you get it? I know that it will be impossible for me to get all the individual clothes that I sell to my customers, but I need to depend on Jumia for me to be able to reach my customer. Then Jumia is a key partner. Jumia is not part of my business, but I need Jumia for me to be able to do my business. You get it? So you need to define who are the key partners of your business. That is the second to the last. And then finally, the cost structure of your business. How does money go out of your business? You get it? Now, of course, at the base of the business model canvas, we have the cost at the left, and then we have the revenue at the right. Subtracting your cost from your revenue determines whether your business is profitable or not. After you determine all the different things that will determine how much your business is going to be costing, generally speaking, and now articulate them. You get it? You now need to summarize them like as the cost structure. The cost structure of your business basically defines how money goes out of your business. After you've looked at the cost structure, the revenue structure, and all the other things of your business, if it makes sense to you, if it makes business sense, after you fill the whole of those forms, of those elements of the cells in the business model canvas 2, after you filled everything and it makes business sense, then you know you have a business. Then you can proceed with your business. You get it? But I'll advise that you should not start your business at all without filling this tool. It is very critical. It is very important. It is better for you to have a failed business model canvas. You get it? Than for you to have a failed business. It's not going to cost you anything. You get what I'm trying to say? But if you go ahead with your business, for example, you don't know, you've not sat down to determine whether or not there's a market. Let's assume that, okay, you sat down, okay, you've looked at it, maybe you created a product, for example, and then your uncle bought, your rich auntie bought, your cousins bought, you get, and you feel you have a product, and then you go into market, you invest thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of naira, and then you create your product, and then you go into the market, and I ask them, okay, that product that you bought, how are you enjoying this? That product, I just bought it just to encourage you and everything. It's there in my garage and everything. Then you know you are in big problem because you have no way of determining whether or not there's going to be a market for it. And if you go into the market, then there's no market. All that money is wasted. So that's why it is important for you to be able to go through your business model canvas, create a working business model for your business, for your business idea before you proceed further. That is the purpose of this, for you to create a business model for it. How your value can meet the need in the market and everything that goes in between. That is what your business model is. Once you have a working business model, then you cannot enter, you can proceed further. You get it? As a matter of fact, I used to tell people, I said, look, I advise that you do as many tests as possible, because many of all these tools, business model canvas, your business plan, so you don't need to write a business plan because you want to get money. You might write a business plan as a way to see for yourself. Assuming you are an investor into your business, you have to write a business plan to be sure that your business is viable. You get it? But at the foundation of every other thing, your marketing plan, your financial plan, and everything is your business model canvas. Every other thing will be a superstructure out of it. It is important that you start, you have it properly filled before you proceed with your business. I usually tell anybody that we work with, that is the first thing. It's like when you get into a hospital, the first thing that they say, go and do a test and everything. That is the test for your business, no matter how long the business has been at. That is usually the first thing that we usually ask people to do. How is your business model canvas? Have you done your business model canvas? It is when I see the business model canvas, that is when we will know whether or not you have a business. Whether the problem of your business is foundational or whether it is just symptomatic, whether they are just some little things that need to make adjustment. And from experience, there are many people that there are some foundational issues with their business. So if there's a problem with your customer base, you don't have enough customer base, or whether your value proposition is either it is obsolete or it does not cater to the needs of your customers, or whether your key activities, your key structures are not in place. The things that you are doing currently are not the important things that you need to do. If those are the problems with your, then you need to stop your business wherever it is and go and fix all those things. You get it? Whether you have a business that is running or whether you have a new business idea, it is important for you to have your business product canvas. That's why we've created a product for this critical part of your business journey, the business product canvas. You understand? That is the name of the product. And we've tried to make it as affordable so that everybody who enters into business will have access to it. You get it? And the product has there are three elements of the product. You have a tutorial video that teaches you how to fill a business model canvas template. And then we have a workbook that has the business model canvas template actually. You get it? And then we have an ebook that now goes in depth into the business model canvas. You understand? Those are very, very important things. You get it? So you have the template, you take the template and then you go into your business and then fill it as many times as possible. It is editable and you can use it as many times as possible. You understand? So you use that to test. If you have more than one business, you can test your different businesses. If you have more than one value proposition within a business, you can test each of them. For example, there are some businesses that they have different offerings. You get it? For example, you say SpaceX, for example, has different offerings. They have the part of the business that goes to space. They have the Starlink, which is a subsidiary of SpaceX. We want to prepare, for example, I'm not saying Elon Musk should come and use our tool, but if they use it, it's also going to be cool too. You get it? What if they are going to prepare their model canvas for SpaceX as a whole? They are going to have to, for their spacefaring the aspect of their business that goes to space is going to be prepared separately. The Starlink aspect of their business is going to be prepared separately because there are two different business propositions serving different sets of people. For example, Starlink might be part of their customer segment in Starlink, but I'm most likely not going to be part of SpaceX. Except I become a billionaire tomorrow, and then I decide that okay, I want to go to space with my family, and then I now move from Starlink and stuff like that. So those are the different things. So you have the tool, and then you prepare it for each and every part of your business to ensure that okay, what you are doing in your business is running is properly. You're on the right track with regards to your business. And if you are a new person, you have a new idea. You want to be sure whether or not is this idea viable. Then you get the business model canvas and then you fill it out. Very, very easy. And then if you are having challenges, you have the video tutorial that is going to help you put you through on the different step-by-step process on how you can fill the tool. You get it. Now, if you want to understand, you want to deepen your knowledge with regards to these things and everything, you have the ebook, well thought out, properly made. You get it? That goes through all the critical questions that have been asked with regards to business model canvas and everything. Well made and everything. These three things are in one product, business model canvas. You get it? And as a business person, you have to get it. And because we want everybody to get it, you get it? We have slashed the price to a very, 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 very small amount. If you are a Nigerian, the actual value that we value the product is around 5,000. And 5,000 is very cheap for a product like this. Then because you have an ebook, you get it, and we have a video tutorial, and we have the workbook. Each of these are different things. But within the product, we have a tutorial that teaches you how to fill it, that guides you on how to fill it, and we have an ebook that explains every part of it and gives you different options, give different ideas on how you can fill it properly and effectively. You get it? So the 5,000 is even heavily subsidized, and then we still subsidize the product further for you, and the product is available at 40% of 5,000, that is 2,000 naira. So with 2,000 naira, you have access to the product. You understand? And then you use it as many times as possible. If you have any questions, you can always slid to our DM, ask the question. We'll have trained professionals to answer your questions for you. And I advise you that you take advantage of this right now, because very soon we are going to take away the 60% discount, and the product is going to be available at the normal price of 5,000 naira. So if you want to be sure that, okay, am I on the right track with regards to my business, if you're already in business, or if I have a business idea, am I sure this business is really worth my time and everything? I think 2,000 naira is not too much for you to be able to go. That's if you're in Nigeria. If you are outside of Nigeria, then it's available for $5 and £5. You understand? You go check the product out. You get what I'm trying to say? I am 100% sure that you're going to like it. And if you're having any issue, you have access to me. You can slide into my DM, ask any question that you have, and I'm going to be willing to answer you. If you are 100% sure that you are going to love the product, so go and take advantage of it, and we're going to see you at the other side. Thank you.